Welcome to the demonstration of FileLocker, currently known as SOS Collaborate for this demo. We're going to go through a quick guide to getting started, creating accounts, and then using an account to upload a folder and a file and add a collaborator to that folder. But first I log in with my administrative account. And I'm presented with the administrative graphs. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to want to add a user. So I select Add New User, do first name, so last name, their email address, and then select a default password for the user. 5 gigs is a good starting point for your average user, as most active data sets are within 5 to 10 gigs, and those outside of that range you could upgrade as needed. So 5 gigs is a good starting point. Allow this user to see all the enterprise users means if they go to collaborate and there's a drop down of users they can collaborate with, they'll see all those users in their own enterprise or the same business. So now this user's been added. Let's go ahead and go to the list of users and we'll log in as John Doe. I go switch to user. I'm going to minimize the browser screen. So let's say we have this silly picture of this dog with his head stuck in the door, and for some reason we need to collaborate that. The first thing that we want to do is add a folder. So the whole system is based on different folder names that you can add. If you add items to the root of the collaborate drive, then you'll lose some of the functionality as far as sharing, collaborating, commenting. So here we have this folder. Open this folder up, and I can either hit upload new files and browse my file structure through Windows. So if I hit add files, we get this list. So we can put, and we can shift select and add a bunch of files at once. So we'll add all these screenshots. And now we have a list of files here. I can also drag and drop. So I take this dog, drag him right in there and drop it. And I've added another file. So now if I go back to my home file structure, and notice when I hit stuff, the folder structure appears here. So if I hit all files, it'll take me back to the root. So stuff is a folder that we want to collaborate with. So I'll right click this and I'll say invite collaborators. So you can invite by emails. So I'll invite the master email account to this, and I could add either access for just viewing or viewing and editing, which means the collaborator will be able to download and change the file and upload a new version of the file. Or for files that are editable in the cloud, like Word documents, Excel documents, and PowerPoints, they could actually in cloud edit and save new versions of this file. I will then be notified that there's been an update in my updates field. Here's a description. Oh, hi, Derek. Please comment on these mockups. Don't mind the dog. Thanks, John. So I invite collaborators. Click here to resume session as Derek Wood. And I go to updates and say show all updates. I see this collaborate in stuff invitation from John Doe in my updates tab over here on the right. This is your news feed for activity. When people download files, you share with them. When they upload new versions of files, when they accept a collaboration, invite you to collaborate, all your updates are in here. So I accept this invitation. And now in my folder structure, I see I have stuff. So I go back to all files, and now I have stuff. And notice the people on the folder indicates that I'm collaborating with somebody in this folder. By highlighting, you see that it says shared by john@doe.com. That way you can know if it's a folder that you're collaborating with or a folder that's been collaborated with you. So having seen his message, I'm going to click in here, and then I could say business home, no drop down. I open this up, and it's going to give me a preview right here in my browser of the file. I can view the history to see if there's been something different of it, or I could just return to folder. So let's say I review this mockup and I say I like it. So I hit comments and say, John, that looks good. Let's go with it. I add comment, and that's saved. So let me sign back in as John. So I go to admin, switch user, and now John's going to have an update. So I go to updates. Derek Wu at usc.edu commented on one files in stuff 13 seconds ago. So I hit the stuff folder here. It's going to take me right into it. So it takes me into the stuff folder. I come down, business home, no drop down, PNG. I hit the comments button. And here from Derek Wu, I see John, that looks good. Let's go with it. Okay, going live. And that is a basic file and folder collaboration. For more information, visit FileLocker.com.